So we're about to start week 2 here. We have our BKnight, WGirl, Sorcerer, WGking. I need to go to an eye doctor appointment. I really do. So the score currently is 3-2 to 1. I also could use to get my stuff up on the. So let me do that. So yeah, so we got the scores are 3-2 to 1. The WGirl is in first place right now because of her tenuous grasp on the prowess, first place in prowess. Will that last? Rob's no, probably. BKnight also has a little bit of prowess. Sorcerer and the WGking have not done a ton. The Sorcerer has scored a point. So what are we looking at here? So we're going to draw events first thing. Let's do that. Draw some events. So, and then we'll quickly reassess all the characters and see what's what. So it's day 8. We are drawing events for the week. 3 more events appear. Goblin Bounty, so killing goblins is a bonus. The Miner will appear in the caves, and the Dwarf appears in a dwelling. Let's first just roll the Dwarf. 6. He appears, the Dwarf, at the small campfire. The Miner, done. And the Bounty, so I've taken to shrinking these cards, goes for 2 weeks. So the Dwarf is at the small camp. So there's the small camp, there's the large camp. Dwarf is there. And the Miner is in a random caves clearing. 1. Caves 1. So let's look at caves 1. Wow, it's for the WGirl. So the WGirl just getting that one. Good for her. The Dwarf is a higher 6 gold. You do not learn passages, but you can use all the secret passages in the game. That's pretty good. So that looks like we're set up for our week. For the characters, you can see the BKnight has Quiet Night, which is a rest. He has Survivor, so he still needs to get wounded. He's heading for his dig site. That is what he's doing. In fact, frankly, let's do that. Let's hide, move into the ruin. And we got, so I'm not, so I have done a poor job, by the way, of recording what the heck we're killing to get to get these to get my points here. So that was the ghost. Yeah, and I said I haven't even oof, man, my scoring juju has been bad here. Let's try to make up for that a little bit. Because I do have 12 prowess on the knight. And I do remember, so he got out of there, but what did he kill? That scored him 8 points, and I actually don't see it. So that is my fault. This is the WGirl killed these guys. The BKnight killed the ghost. The WGirl has killed the giants. So I'm not sure where he's scored the extra prowess, and that could just even be a mistake on my part. But they did use, I mean, I do remember, yeah, so, okay, bad on my part. I'm just going to give him, I'm going to put 8 points here to sort of reconcile. I'm going to go back, look through the tape, as it were, and figure out what the hell. What the heck we were killing. Okay. Sorry about that. As I fuzz out. Sorry about that. Not great. Not great. The Woods Girl. So the Woods Girl is going to plant her flag. That's literally her gig, right? And the miner has appeared, so none of that is bad. So I think she is going to hide, move to the miner. Done. If she doesn't draw monsters, which would be lucky, she can plant her flag tomorrow. Now, the other thing she could do, which is sort of which is a little bit quote unquote risky. So the miner requires what? Search phases, effectively. So what she could do, um, so knowing that the Woods Girl can flee from everything but the imp at the statue is going to appear not in one. I don't think it does. And the pool. So she can flee from almost anything on the board. So maybe she doesn't hide. Maybe she moves to the miner because that's going to allow her to quest and plant her flag. Because the planting flag requires that there be no monsters in the tile. The only way she can guarantee there's no monsters in the tile is to plant it as soon as she gets there. Like she just pops that thing down. And if there's monsters there, well, it's too bad. She's already planted the damn flag. She'll get the victory point. So we're going to do that. That's how we're going to play this. So the sorcerer is, I believe, in the worst position because his cards sort of blow right. He has diplomat for goblins and locate the lair. And that's fine. Normally, that'd be great. So we got to look for frickin' goblins and we got to look for the lair. And the concern is they're not here. Like it's not, nothing's down here. There's no place he can run into goblins here. So we got to get to somewhere he can find goblins because goblins are worth probably 2 victory points for him. He can diplomat a group, he can kill a group. The other thing I was thinking would be something akin to a fighting for some prowess by going and killing these guys, which he could likely do. Um, I don't know that that necessarily helps him much in terms of, I mean, he might be able to swipe a prowess point out of it. The other thing which I'm thinking for him would be, so yeah, I just don't know right now. There's only 2 treasures left in the altar, which sort of sucks. Well, 2 treasures and the toadstool circle. Not great for him. So I'm not super pleased with where we've ended up. I need to probably get rid of his cards. Depending. So let me let me run back to the inn. I'll pop back at the inn. So I'm gonna move in, and then I'm gonna replace my cards and figure out what's going on, right? So end of the day, we'll see what the hell's happening here. Maybe she'll pop some goblins, maybe, right, or something like you know. So I'm not sure what to do with him. So I'm a little bit wonky there. The Witch King. Interesting. So the Witch King has Woodwise learn a spell, locate the statue. So his first and foremost, we would like to get to the Pine Woods. So we can get to the Pine Woods. The question is, do we we have not really made good on the death ray being the be all and end all to making prowess. We could kill the octopus for 8, probably. If we just alert, we're probably killing that guy. The danger would be either you have to hide an alert, or you have to alert and just not hide and hope that the dragons don't show. I think we're just going to get out of dodge for now and end up in the Cursed Valley, because we can go here to the demon. Demon's a pretty good death and reanimate target. So maybe 1-2 to the Cursed Valley. We're going to move into the Cursed Valley. So there you go. We're ready for day 8. So yeah, monster roll. Spiders and imps. Okay, and sorcerer is first. So the sorcerer runs back to the inn. Bam. And he is done. And he is going to redo his cards, but he's not going to redo them until he sees the rest of the day here. He doesn't want to, at the end of the day. He has to end his day there. He can do the thing. 1-1, right? Black Knight goes hide, move into the ruin. So he's hiding 2 times into the ruin, and he does. And I don't think spiders or no, nothing. Done. WGirl moves and plants her flag. So, because I've been terrible at actually writing down scores and so on, let's fix that as best we can. So we move, we plant her flag. The flag I'm gonna just put up here for future reference. At the end of the week, if there's nothing in that tile, she gets a reward. Done. And that is her gig. So she has succeeded there. And she gets a purple source. Pointless. Well, she can use it to control bats, strangely enough. Let's see what appears. Ruins and the lair. Jesus Lord. Oh my god. Literally, the sorcerer wants that tile. That is the tile for him. Like, and I walked away from it because, of course, I'm like, oh, well, let me... God damn it. Yes. Okay. All right. Done. Nothing appears, and she is done. And then the Witch King goes 1-2, and he is done. We have no fights. The sorcerer does have to roll against the rogues. He is neutral to the rogues. That's a no deal, so no trouble. He is fine tonight. Does anything appear? No, only large and small campfire. I do think that I need about, I would say, 3 to 6 more quests that will take you into the woods, specifically. all these garbage woods tiles, because the one thing that I have noticed over playing 100 of these games is that there's not much reason to go into the woods, and that does hurt. The woods girl. It does hurt characters with like the bash cars as their buds and so on and so forth. So something I'm looking to do here sooner or later is think what quests can take us into the woods. So that's the end of the day. We are back to, and it's day 9. So the Black Knight. So not super thrilled, but the Black Knight has to move in and search. He's got 2 buddies. So what can appear here? Dank could draw the Tremendous Serpent. The Tremendous Serpent is going to be a problem for the Black Knight, so we don't want that. The other thing that could appear is Roar. That's Tremendous Troll. Also a problem for the Black Knight. So ideally, none of those show up, because if they do, we're sort of in trouble. The best thing we can do is have this guy hit them, and then he still has to roll a 2 or 1. By the way, I miscalculated, so don't do math on stream or while you're recording. His chance to hit is actually 4 in 36, because it's 1 1 2 2, and then both combinations of 1 2. So it's 1. He has about an 11% chance of hitting and doing +1 or better, which is what he would need to thunk a bolt into what he really ought to do is the crossbowman want to give the crossbow to the goddamn Black Knight, and he takes the mace, because the Black Knight would be way better at the crossbow, but can't do that. Anyway, I think what that means is that we have to, and here's the problem. Both of those things appear in this clearing. Like nothing bad can jump out that won't appear in the damn clearing. This guy is the more dangerous by far. So we either need to really quick get in there and find this goddamn thing. So I'm gonna move, hide, and move in. Or do you just move the hell in and try to get 1 search? You have a 1/3 chance of it going bad, a 2/3 chance of, but again, you're stuck searching through these damn in the caves. Ugh, that is so bad. That is, oh, it's just so bad. Like, he should not be doing this. Damn it. I mean, if you want to get wounded, this is a good way to get your ass kicked, and dead, actually. So only one of these 2 things is going to appear. And he could definitely throw the damn, he could throw the swordsman at one of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to the dig. We're going to do a search. So we're going to naked go in there and just do it. So the woods girl has seen what's in here. The goblins, bad, but not super scary because she can run. And as is the lair. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to search twice and try to pull the miner out of there. And not pull him out, but assist him in mining. Done. What is next? 3, the sorcerer. So the sorcerer has found salvation here. So the question is, what's he going to get rid of at the end? So I think what he's going to do, I'm so annoyed with myself, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to book it down, but at the end of the day, he is going to burn Guide. He's just going to turn it in because I want points. Find bow. That is worse than Guide. Okay, geez, oh man. Okay, we're gonna move into the deep woods. Done. He is gonna book it down and just move as fast as he possibly can. He's gonna find a bow in what? Flutter. He has to end a clearing in Flutter. Done. Okay. And then finally, the Witch King is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He is going to now. Bones is what? Dead. So he's going to walk in 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go to Pine Woods 2 to get his move into the Pine Woods, and that should score him his Woodwise. Done. Okay. That's it. So we're ready for day 9. Roll a die. 3. Ogres, wolves, goblins, octopi. Done. WGirl is first, BKnight second, sorcerer, and so on. So the WGirl is going to search 2 times. So if she rolls a discover, a 4 or a 1, so it's 2 locates effectively. So she is digging. 4 or a 1 is a success. 3 is not a success. A 3, not a success. She is done. And goblins appear. So ruins. So these axe goblins do pop out and appear directly on her. That will force her out of the clearing at some point for sure. Done. The BKnight gonna go in and he's gonna search, looking for a discover, and he fails. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep woods. No, nothing appears. And then the Witch King goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and he completes his Pinewood. Now that would show bones, but the bones, they've already been killed by the WGirl. So he does Pinewoods. He gets Woodwise. So let's score him here. Let's do this for real. So plus Woodwise. He gets his first card success. Done. And he gains a squirrel, which is funny, but he gains a squirrel. It is not funny. Don't make fun of Mortimer. And the squirrel can do a bunch of crap. So I'm going to put this card, I'm going to shrink it and put this card up here for him. So once a week, the squirrel can give you 1d6 rest phases, which is actually very good for a wizard. But he can also walk the woods 1 time a week. Once a week. We could use that to save us a whole damn day. Maybe. But we'll figure that out in a bit. The other thing, of course, that happens is he's going to draw a new card. So let's draw him a new quest. And he gets Gold Source. Ooh, boy, that's spiffy. Gold Source. Lame. Okay. So we got nothing going. Oh, let me, right, she planted flag. She has a purple source. Now that's good for her, actually, because that powers control bats. That actually gives her the ability to do control bats. Okay. So everybody's ended their day. The WGirl is going to have to flee out, and she does. Using a time 2, though, is going to tire her out a bit. So she has to... she's going to keep that. She's going to actually do that. So, done. And she'll figure out how to rest that up here in a bit. It ruins the flag. She can no longer get stuff at the end of the week because the goblins are there. Let's look at day 10. I think he just searches twice because I think he needs to get out of Dodge as soon as possible. Well, I don't know, if I'm to be totally honest. I just don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Now, mind you, she can hide and go in there. They're great ambush targets, and she can kill probably a half a dozen of those. And again, that's going to win her prowess, but it's not going to do her much good otherwise, unless she can clear them out. And that might take 2 or 3 days. So she might this might have worn out its welcome to her. Um, she needs very much to get. I mean, the dragon, but the dragon's a 1 on a d6. She has a 1 in 6 chance of killing a tremendous armored creature. She could really use a goddamn bat to show up, and then she could use her purple source and fly somewhere. Keep in mind, though, one thing to keep in mind, there is a goblin bounty. So there's a goblin bounty. So that does change. That changes the equation, though, right? That changes the equation. So she's got to move out. So she's got to move to 2. So she moves to 2. Then I say she rests and rests, because remember, she fled out of the cave, so she has 4 phases. So I think she's going to rest up to get all this back. I was going to say, I'm missing a chit. Oh, she burned a chit. Damn it, she burned it. So she rests twice. And then I think that's it. I mean, I think that's all we got, right? She's just gonna rest. I mean, she'll hide. Sure, she'll hide. Done. So done. Our sorcerer with renewed vigor and purpose. 1, 2, 3. He can't go in there. But he also has a rest, so he's gonna move into the woods, and then he's gonna rest. Done. And then finally the Witch King actually has some choices to make. The altar, not great for the Witch King. The carpet, if he could find it with magic sight, which he actually has a chance to do, is weirdly intriguing for the Witch King, because though he cannot carry it normally, when he energizes it with purple, he can carry the damn thing. So interesting. But he would be stuck. He would literally be stuck flying everywhere he goes at that point. Like, he would have to fly, because otherwise, or he has to ditch the carpet once he starts walking again. So he could fly the carpet to someone he could sell it to, as a for instance. Who does he not hate? Basher's company. The soldiers are fine with him. The guard is fine. So he could sell it to either of those 2 places. In addition, I really want to kill that demon, because the demon is a very, very good summon bot. So interesting. Hell, we could just pick up the damn carpet, fly it one thing over. I mean, these aren't really followers per se, because he has to, like, so even this guy, since it needs to be energized to go, if we're, so we're good, because he's sort of, it's like a Pokemon at that point, right? Because he he has to energize it or it doesn't appear. When energized, a creature appears and fights with you. So we would put the demon on there. That would be pretty good. And then, so I think that's what we're going to try to do. So the question is, if we move down there, his length is 17. I don't actually know what the length of Drain Life is. I imagine it is the same length. Spell, right? I think that is a fair assumption. So what I would consider doing is you would have to have a chit alerted because you would want to hit him first. I don't want to get Power of the Pitted. That's just not okay. So we would alert, move, that's 2. Move is 3 and walk the woods. And then you could fight that guy. And then we could throw a hide in there, of course, too. So I think that's what we're going to do. And then that exhausts the squirrel. So he can't do anything for the rest of the week. So we are going to hide, move into the deep woods. We are going to move to the altar by walking the woods. But before that, we're going to alert because we got to have that chit alert. It has to be times 0 because that way equal lengths times 0. Bam. If we hide, it doesn't matter. The alert is like an extra thing. So we're going to alert. So we'll fatigue this. We'll have fatigued that too. We need to prep a little better though. We're going to need to prep a little better because I do want to animate that thing too. So we're not going to do that today. That's not a today thing then. Sorry about that. I need to rest. That gets the black chit up. I do need to spell X and spell to then flip it. So I will have 2 so I can cast twice. Done. I'll have 2 black casts, 1 to cast Drain Life, 1 to cast whatchamacall. So that's fine. I might as well rest again. And then actually use the extra spell. So, right, 2 rests, extra spell X, 2 spells done. We will have an extra purple magic, extra black magic ready. That gets tomorrow. We're going to go hit that that demon up. That's the plan. Done. I think we have a plan for everybody on day 10. That was a long planning. Sorry. Day 10. Best laid plans are going to fail right here. Let's do it. 3 again. So ogres, wolves, goblins, octopi, yet again. So, who goes first? The Witch King. So the Witch King is going to execute his plan. His plan is sort of dull. He's going to rest twice, spell X, and then enchant, done. There you go. He is done. The Black Knight, search, I think, right? Yep, search. We've got to get that dig site done. Every moment that we sit in here is dangerous to the road. 1 or a 4? Come on, baby. Come on. You got this. You got this. 1 or no, that's a 6. I can tell. As soon as you see that thing spinning like that, I hate that. By the way. So we're done. The Woods Girl. What the hell is she doing? She is moving out, resting twice, and hiding. So she gets her move 2 back done. And she hides. But it doesn't really matter. But, I mean, we'll let her hide. And she does. And then the Sorcerer. 1, 2, 3. And then he also rests. He could really use a few spells too. So we've all converged a little bit. So this is day 11. And let's see what the Black Knight is planning to do. God damn it. Search 2 times. God damn it. The Woods Girl. She's going to hide and move into the goblins. She doesn't know what the sorcerer has planned. She probably does, actually. Theoretically, these quest cards don't have to be face up. We usually play them face up just because it's more interesting for everyone at the table to sort of know what everybody's doing, right? Because, you know, it's a little bit of a race game. It's a little bit, and we don't play a lot of PvP, so it's not super competitive, so it's fun to see what everybody's trying to get done. In this case, I don't assume any knowledge of what the other players have. So the Woods Girl is going to try to go in. The Sorcerer is going to go in, and he's going to pop that thing. So the Sorcerer is just going to move in to the goblins because he can. Is he going to do anything else, though? He sort of can't, right? So, he does get an aura of power. So he's going to do his extra enchant, and he's going to enchant, and then he moves into the goblins. Done. And he is done. And the Witch King. So the Witch King now is going to execute his bitchin' move. Hide, alert, move to the deep woods, move to the altar by walking the woods. And that'll exhaust Mortimer, and done. So let's get a monster roll for day 11. For the Black Knight's sake, we're hoping for more ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopus. Whatever. 5 spiders and imps. Don't know. Don't know how that's going to play. Woods Girl is first, so she hides and goes in. So she's going to hide with 1 die because she's in the woods. She does. She is in there ready to kill. Oh, the goblins. The Black Knight. He's got this. He's so got this. 3. Jesus Lord. And 2. Nope. Okay, nothing. The Witch King goes. He's going to hide, of course, so we have to roll hidden. He is not hidden, but he does alert. So he's going to alert. Whoopsie. He's going to alert this chip. So we put it on its side. So he walks in. Right? Do spiders appear in any of these? No, we got no spiders here. No spiders here. He is immediately blocked. But that's it. It's the last turn or whatever. So he's done. And then finally, he's going to do his thing, which is going to turn this into purple, and then he's going to walk into the goblins. Just brazenly walk right in, and nothing appears. And we are done. So, he encounters the goblins. He's going to, I hate to say it, I think he's going to pop Diplomat. I mean, yeah, there's a goblin bounty, sure, and that's great. But he's going to pop Diplomat. So he encounters the goblins. The Woods Girl, before she can take a shot off, the Sorcerer is going to hire one of them. And the rest will disperse back to there. And let's go write that up. So we get plus Diplo. That's worth a point. He already got Pilgrim. Yeah, I've been bad. I need to get back into my mojo here. It's not playing for a long time has wrecked my my semblance of being able to manage this game. We do get a Goblin Buddy. And he's going to come down here with us, with the strong man. And then Diplomat goes away. We get treasure cache in the Lost Castle. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. Has the Lost Castle been found? No, doesn't seem so. It looks like it's here or here, which sort of sucks a little bit. Boy, if I had that magic carpet, that'd be great, but I don't think he's going to get it at this rate. Is anyone else got anything going on here? I don't think so. I think that was it. The sorcerer scored a point, so he's up now to 2 points. The Witch King is now lagging, but the Witch King has a fight on his hands. So these guys are on each other's sheet. This guy's going to hit him with a ×0 death, and he's going to hit him with a Power of the Pit. But he's going to hit first because this time, so what is it? Spell length is 17 or some such. And I think that lengths are equal. This guy hits first because it's a 0. So he drains his life. The demon dies. That's our first cast. So this goes fatigues and that fatigues. We are then going to cast. I don't actually want to cast. So I would do it. If I had to do it, I would do it this way. Sorry, if I was thinking. So I would do that. He's going to cast Animate on him because I need that 2 chit. So that chit goes away, which sort of sucks, by the way. And then this guy goes here. When we have black out the door, he's going to be able to come fight for me. And before we sort of played this fast and lose, we're going to play it strict this time. And that needs to be energized, which sort of sucks, by the way. But that sort of is what it is. That's going to score him 8 points. He did kill it. He does get to unfatigue this chit but then everything else happened after. Done. He's going to burn his gold source because no point really, and that gets him another quest, and he has Find Weapon. Jesus Lord. Okay. Got some bad draws. That does not change his points or disposition otherwise, but we'll figure that out in a bit. But he gets 8 out of that, but that's not enough to put him above the Black Knight, although I'm dubious about the Black Knight's total. I have no idea what he killed. I do remember him jousting with something with these guys, and he did manage to kill it. Oh, he did. They killed a big guy, right? I think they bopped like a troll or something. But I don't recall. I'm sorry. I've sucked. I've sucked for a long time. But no, this time absolutely sucking. Okay. So no one collected a bounty. No one got the minor. I think we're on day 12 to plan. So let's plan our day 12. So, man, well, we've lucked out so far. But we haven't found that damn dig site yet. The WGirl, I mean, she's going to search with the miner, trying hopefully to get the goblins again so she can get the damn bounty again. Done. The sorcerer has to make his way to the damn lair. And, well, if I'm him, I'm just moving to 4. So move to 4. Done. And the Witch King needs to pull an all-nighter here. So he's going to rest 3 times. He's going to then spell X and spell to get 1 mode of black back. So he needs to get multiple modes of black. Probably now what he's going to do is he's going to have these 2 are going to be color, and this one's going to be ready to cast, drain life, and done. That's his whole gig. which is good. That's good. That's a good gig, but he needs to get that done. So that's our day 12. No spiders appeared. Day 12. 1 dragons. Ooh, that could be dicey for somebody. WGirl is first. The WGirl searches 2 times. Looking for a discover. No, and yes. So she's going to score the minor. So that's sort of cool. Let's go here. So as you see, you get a VP. So she gets the minor. She learns all the passages in the cave. So hold on. So cave. It's only 2, but going to be her 3rd point. And she rolls. And I believe it's just a roll. I don't think it's a roll D6. It would say, I could look at, I should probably look at I'll be back when we get my guide. Hold on. All right, we're back. What we're looking for is, we're looking for that quest specifically, right? The minor. It says roll. So yes, the card matches so roll means 2 dice, take the worst, like all Magic Realm. So we're going to roll these. If we get a 6, more goblins appear, which might give us a chance to shoot them down. But we get 4, and she gets a silver vein. That is 5d6 gold. That ain't bad, by the way. So she gets a VP and 5d6 gold as her share of. So let's roll 2 dice. That is 6 gold. So 6, 16. That ain't bad. 21 gold. So she started with 10. She ends up with 21. So that is going to change her score up quite a bit. First thing is, she scored a point. Second thing is, she got gold. And so that rockets her to 7. So that puts her in a little commanding spot here momentarily. Having said that, the day's not even over yet. We've done all that shit. And dragons come out. So, bam. And she is done. And the minor has been scored and cleared. So there you go. And frankly, I don't even do anything with the chip. We can just toss it if we really. So he's not coming back out. Although you never know. Actually, maybe there's cards that go get those guys again. I don't know. Anyway, done. It is now the Black Knight's turn. The Black Knight is looking to actually roll a 4 or a 1. Like that. That would be great. Let's do that. Yes, he gets it. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm so relieved. Jesus. I'm in Italy. Okay. So, he got the dig site. He gets a VP for that, so that's going to be a point. He's going to get $5 for that, which is good. He does at some point need to pay his rogue. Soon, actually, if he wants to keep him. And then he gets a small treasure. So, put that down. Those are large treasures. Where are the small treasures? That's whatever that is. That is the Scroll of Nature. Totally pointless. 2 type 2s, 2 type 3s. And he gets another quest. And that is Guide. So he gets Guide. Dig site, dig site. Now he has Guide. Done. So what does that do for him? That gives him 11 gold. Black Knight gets 11 gold. He has 2 card points. And 11 gold is enough to get him the 2nd gold point. Or the 1 gold point, because he is in 2nd place and he has more than 10. So that pushes his score up by 2 also. So he scores a point and then an extra point for the gold. He is now up to 4 points. That's where he's at. Very nice. What does appear, though, because there's a roar in a cave, it's going to be this guy. Not great, but he has buddies. So that's... But he has buddies. And buddies actually make all the difference in fights like this for the Black Knight. We go 1-2. This guy pops onto the sorcerer, who is not hidden, which sucks, but he's probably going to just try to avoid that. Done. And then our Witch King is going to rest 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. And then he's going to pop 1 mode of black. And he is done for the day. Does anything appear? No. So let's see what's what here. First thing we have this guy. Let's do this fight. Let's do this fight. This fight does suck if this guy flips. Ideally, we do not want him to flip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lure him here. So no one's on my sheet. So I'm going to play this, flip this bad boy, and then we can play anything, and we're going to go put it on this sheet here. And what I'm going to do is, even though it's a little, I'm going to cover this guy. So I'm actually going to play this right here. If this dragon lines up, I'm going to hit him and kill him. If the dragon doesn't line up, it doesn't flip, I'm going to hit him and kill him. Done. But I don't want the wonky situation where I'm down here. This thing flips, I miss, and then he kills him because that. So I'm going to protect the crossbowman, stand in front with my shield and mace while he takes a pot shot at the guy. So first thing is first, where does the dragon go? The dragon goes down here. Does the dragon flip or not? Yes. So that's, there you go. Okay. So the crossbowman shoots first. The crossbowman will hit. He hits the dragon. And he does -2 levels, so he's down to light damage. So it punks off the dragon. Nothing happens. Done. And we play pretty much like this again, with the caveat that I am actually going to play a move now. So I'm going to, that is round 1. I'm going to play a move, so I'm going to have to fatigue at the end of this round. So I'm going to play move H5, and I will fatigue this medium to start. So this is round 2. We have 1 stalemate round in, so we'll just count that. 1 stalemate. All right. Where does this guy go? We're looking for a 1 or a 4. That would be ideal. It doesn't. It's a 6. He goes all the way to the bottom. Does he flip? That would be also ideal. No. Shitty. Okay. So the crossbowman hits. He's going to hit every round. Question is, can he roll 3 or better? No. And it plinks off. And we have to fatigue a move. So we're going to fatigue that move. So we're back to 0 stalemate. We're playing like this again. We're not going to lose. We're just going to tire ourselves out. It's all up to the crossbow. 3, 2, or 1, baby. Nope. And so we're up to 1. We're going to have to fatigue. So we're going to play this move again. We're going to play that move again. And we're going to fatigue like this move H4 and drag this one back. We can do this only a little bit. And then we have to sort of stop. We have to sort of let it go. So this is stalemate round 2. 3, so he goes down to the bottom again, or down here, I mean. Does the crossbowman kill him? Yes, this time he does. Thunk. And now we have to fatigue. So we're going to fatigue this. Not this. We're going to fatigue. You know what? We actually are going to fatigue the lighter chit now that we have. Or, you know what? We don't have to fatigue a move. That move is fine to fatigue, but we are playing both a fight and a move. And so I think it's more prudent to fatigue a fight because we have more of those done. Just like that, and we are complete. We get 5 more prowess, which I'm going to record here first because I am tired of sucking at this game. 17. So we do have 17. It's not enough to put us in the lead. We need about 5 more to take the lead there. But we have killed the dragon, and so we're in good shape there. But the next dragon that's going to come is going to be the big one. We don't really want to deal with that because that's a fight we don't want to actually. That's then you're down to the 4 in 36, the 1/9 chance to kill him, and that becomes a lot more tiresome. And the dragon probably eats the guy too. That's the other thing, by the way. So let's not do that. So anyway, where are we at? I think we're writing our 13th. Nope, no, we got this battle. So I think what is going to happen is we are going to melt into mist, and but our goblin's going to die. There's no way to keep this goblin alive in this fight. I suppose he sort of can if he dodges this thing twice. If he dodges this thing twice. But we are melting into mist. So what's going to happen is the dragon is going to attack on 2 spots. I think the goblin can play something where, yeah, he's not hittable. He's not auto-hittable. And what we have to do is we effectively have to somehow get the goblin. I'm going to put these guys here. We have to somehow get the goblin in the gap. And that's a 1/3 chance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like, I'm going to play like this. And so then it becomes obvious. It's a 1 or a 4. 1 or a 4 gets us what we need. And then everything else gets the goblin killed. If we can do that twice, so a 1/3 chance and a 1/3 chance, so a 1/9 chance, about 11%, the goblin lives. And we're melted into mist. So let's roll it. 3. Nope. Goblin dies. So that goblin is dead. He goes to the dead pile. Us and the strong man melt into mist. We're like, no. We value the strong man more than you, Gobbo. And the goblin's like, no. And yeah. We're like, yes. Now here's the problem. We really, really need to power up a little bit on that guy. Because we're running out of purple magic pretty quick. So we're gonna do that. So where are we at here? I think we're on day 13. Oh, and by the way, at the end of that fight, so once that fight is all said and done, right? So we're fighting. What are we trying to do now? We are sort of trying to get wounded, strangely enough. Then I think we're going to run out of the clearing. So we're going to run into this space here between 6 and 4. Done. Okay? And that's where we're at. Oh, I hate that. Okay, done. All right, so the Black Knight on day 13. I mean, Slither would suck, obviously. The Giants are dead, so stink, not a big deal. But we can go get injured. If we want to go get injured, we can get injured by fighting these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go move to the serpents. Hopefully nothing else shows up. If it does, we got to deal with it probably with these guys. In the meantime, we're going to go play with snakes. The WGirl. I mean, technically she has to slay a dragon. This is a terrible place for her to be, and yet... And yet, where are we trying to get to otherwise? A dwelling would be good, because she does need to drop... she could really use to drop these cards, really. So, and that's true. She has to decide. So I'm going to decide for her right now if she's going out or in. Because if she goes out, she gets 4 moves. Yeah, I don't think that's the dragon she's looking for. So she's going to back out. Done. So she's going to move now, and that gives her 4 moves instead of... She's going to go 1, 2, 3. And she still has to hide. So 1, 2, 3, and hide. So 1 hide. So move, hide, move, and move into the deep woods. Done. Our sorcerer is going to walk out. And he's going to move and move, but he's going to move into the valley first. Because he can then repower some of his stuff and get back into the fray here. And then finally, it is the Witch King's turn. So the Witch King at least has just enough for him to do. I think the Witch King is going to spell X and spell. So 2 phases, or 1 phase, I should say, and then search, search, search. I am going to try to find the carpet. Done. And that is where we're at. We are there for day 13. What are we rolling on day 13? We are going to get ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopi again. So that's interesting. That's interesting. So, Witch King is first. So the Witch King is trying to get black magic. Pop. He pops it. He searches 3 times. We're going to look on the magic site table, because the magic site table is what we have to roll on. And what we're looking for is, we're looking for 3. We're looking for a roll over 3. Or 1. This is such a weird, like, universe here. Or 5 discovers Chit's the altar. So 1, 3, or 5 is great. We get 3 of these. 5. He discovers Chit. So he discovers the altar. So we are going to pop that. So altar, done. That's 1. 6 is nothing. Come on, give me not a 6. 3. Sniff out treasures. So he takes the top treasure from the pile. And he's going to take this treasure right there. Now, does he get to look at shit? Hold on. You do not look at the cards before you draw. I'm going to take the carpet. Am I? I have a plan for the carpet. I know what he wants to do with the carpet. I don't know what he wants to do with anything else. And the carpet he can carry, because he can't carry much. I mean, if he melts into mist, he can carry shit. 100%. Regardless, he's going to have to burn a purple. So he has an inactive carpet, which he can't carry. So he is stuck right there. He cannot do anything without dropping that damn carpet. So he is done. And we are done. But did anything appear in the... No. And he is done. Black Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. He walks into the serpents brazenly. And nothing appears because only we're looking for what? Blue squares. And we don't have that. Our guy goes one. Oops. Our guy strides out of there 1, 2. And our gal goes 1, 2, 3. But she has to be hidden. Yeah, she's going to try to hide first. So she ends up in the deep woods. But she hides. She only needs a die. And she is hidden. But nothing appears. This is day 14. There is gray magic in every clearing. Everything we roll today is going to return off the board. And we roll 2 dice. So let's see. Oh, we got to fight serpents. Serpents. Boom. So here we go. So not great that we are already sort of tired out here. Keeping in mind, we do need to get wounded. I don't want to get killed. I just want to get wounded. We need to do heavy damage to these things. And that's all fine and good. So let's see. So we're going to target one of them. Let's target that one. Mace isn't even ready, goddammit. It's not even ready. What are we going to do? We do need a heavy, which sucks a little bit. And we could do a heavy 4. We could do a move 4. So here's what we're going to play. First thing, here's how we're... I'm going to move 5. Sure. And here's what I don't want to happen. So I'm going to play like this momentarily. Here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want this guy to hit me. I don't mind if this guy hits me. And they're going to hit me. In fact, 2. I should take 2 wounds from this right here. So I'm going to put my shield... Ugh. Here, just because, I mean, it'll get damaged or whatever. That's fine. Put my shield here. I'm going to see if I can. I'll take the 2 hits. Let's see what happens. So it's weird trying to get hit. I don't know, it's sort of a weird vibe. So 1. So this guy's going to go down there. Does the first guy flip or not? He does not. Does the second guy flip? He does not. So, interesting. And weapon length is first, son of a bitch. So, I'm going to kill this guy before he hits me. Because my weapon is longer than his tooth and nail. So he gets hit first and killed. And that's fine. The serpent does hit me. It pings off the armor, but it does do medium damage. I take a wound. I am going to wound this guy because I can't use it anyway. So that's 1. I now have to fatigue an asterisk. Okay. No, I'm running out of things to fatigue, so that does lend itself to a problem here. Fight M3 is not going to help me this fight, so we're going to pull that out. Done. I hit last turn, so done. I cannot... this does not ready. Now, weapon speed is most important. Where does the serpent end up? 1, he's going to line right up. Does he flip? No. Okay, he hits me first. Bam, same deal. He's going to wound something. So we are going to wound this guy. We're gonna have to bring these back reasonably quickly. He hits me first because his attack speed is now faster. Then I hit him and do heavy damage and kill him. So I only wounded 2, which is fine. I just have to survive having 3 chits wounded. Ooh, okay. If nope, we're good. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're gonna just wound that. Done. I do need to. I would like to get another wound. Strangely enough, this comes back. We're gonna unfatigue everything. That's for sure. But we got 2 wounds, and that's fine. So we got 12 more prowess for the Black Knight. So let me record it. That gives us 29 prowess. Ooh, I think that's interesting. That now puts us above the WGirl, and so these points are going to flip. Oops. And so we're going to have scored, so she scores, we're going to have scored 5 points. She now scores 6 points. So that changes the scores a tiny bit. We are getting a little bit closer to each other here. And we're going to play this a little dicey because I got to be careful. I don't want to die. I just want to have been wounded. So, so let's figure out, is it time? I think it's time to figure out the day, right? The next day? Yes, I do believe so. Well, let's figure the days out. So I think the Black Knight, I mean, I don't want to see the Tremendous Serpent appear. Although, since if we do roll serpents, those serpents are going to come back. So I think we're sort of safe. I'm going to rest. It's going to give me 3 of these chits back. I'm going to save the other ones, but that's rest. And I will hide. So we'll hide first, and we'll rest 3 times. We're hoping for a serpent roll, strangely enough. And we are done. The WGirl is trying to get back to civilization to turn in her crap. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to end up in Bad Valley. Done. 3 is the sorcerer. So the sorcerer needs to rest all his shit up. So he's going to rest once. He's going to spell X, spell, and spell, and that is going to get him, and spell, screw it, spell again. So 4 chits, he'll have this guy back, and then 3 more magicked up. So he will have just a wealth of purple to get himself through the next week here. And finally, the WitchKing. So the WitchKing is going to, he's going to burn purple. He's going to fly to here. I don't think, does he pissed at the soldiers? No, he is fine with the soldiers, ish. So I think what happens is you burn purple. So I'm going to put a perp. You fly to the valley. You then move to the house because you might be random. So he has that option there. I will hide, and then we trade. Or we trade twice. Can any of these soldiers do tremendous... If they do insult him, he can do tremendous damage. He can do tremendous... Yeah, they can all do tremendous damage. So it's not a good fight to pull out a Willie here. because they ultimately will gang tackle him and kill him. We don't want that. And we can just sell the carpet. It's useful for sure. Do you keep it? I mean, the problem is it makes everything else we do harder. We can't walk anywhere anymore. We have to fly. Like, you literally are committing to burning a purple anytime you want to move and flying the whole time. So I don't know that that's necessarily worth it. The question is whether or not it is worth it, one more time or something. You know what I mean? Like, what to get us somewhere else. I don't know the answer to that, to be honest. So I think for now, I think we're going to stick with the plan. We are going to go and we're going to sell that. So we're going to walk in, fly in. We will hide in case. I mean, the patrol can show, the wood folk can show. Do we care? I mean, I just don't want to be rolling a bunch of things. Like, you'd have to burn, because you're already burning a purple. And then we'd have to burn our other purple if we get gang tackled there. So let's just be hidden. Done. So I think that is for day 14. And yep, done. Okay, so we're ready to go on day 14. We need 2 monster rolls. Let's get the 2 monster rolls up. 6 and 3, bats and goblins. Ugh. Okay, well, this goblin comes back to life. The ogres come back. The octopus comes off of the thing. The bat comes off the board. Done. And that's it. And now we get the Black Knight. The Black Knight just hid and rested. So he's going to pull these chits back. We were actually sort of vaguely hoping for goblins to appear. Do bats appear? Nope. Goblins don't appear, bats don't appear, nothing appears here. He is done. The sorcerer, he is just resting his shit up. So he pulls this back and then goes 1, 2, 3. Good enough. Done. The Witch King. So the Witch King energizes purple. He's going to energize the carpet. He doesn't have to energize his melt into mist. He energizes the carpet. He flies here. We don't know where he ends up. When he ends flying, he ends up here. Or here, right? So let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is 3. So he ends up here. Then he walks in there. That was why we recorded the extra move. We burned a phase, but we then can make sure that we can do the thing we need to do. We will hide and then trade. We do hide. So in case something appeared, which the patrol are actually going to show up, we're not going to trade with the soldiers, and we do have to roll. Whenever you sell, I always say everything is good except for if he rolled trouble and then rolled block, block battle, insult, challenge, whatever, right? That's it. Even a no deal is okay. Because normally in Magic Realm, you can just sell to your enemies or whatever. You don't have to roll, but we have to roll because I just want to encourage you to sell to people that you can deal with. We're looking for anything but trouble. There you go. Done. So he is good to sell, and he's going to sell this to our guys for 17 bucks. So he sells it to the soldiers. He gets 17 bucks. Starts with 10. He sells the carpet for 17. That gives him 27 gold. I think that's going to put him in second place for gold. So the Black Knight now has 0 points there. The Witch King swipes a point. Making the scores that now. And I do think that is it for the Witch King. Can we kill the patrol? Can the patrol... So, although I mean, again, I'm neutral. Yeah. So we would have to be insulted or have a reason to kill the patrol. The patrol is interesting because we could literally kill them all. The demon, if animated, kills the entire patrol and cannot be damaged by the patrol. There we go. Okay. The Woods Girl. So she moves into the valley. So she's running as fast as she can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and she is done. So there you go. That is... I mean, I suppose he could choose to roll. Typically, you have to roll. I usually allow you to not roll if you're right because you're hidden. So they're not gonna fight. They can't fight you anyway. They can't block or bow to you anyway because you're hidden. I mean, I suppose I could let him roll on for these guys, but yeah, they're fine with him. Oh, he gets trouble with the patrol. Well, there you go. That's great. So he could literally be, nope, it's no deal. So they're good. They're good. And if he gets insulted, he can say, no, I want to block battle. And then he could unleash whatchamacallit, because he's still hidden. He could just go, yep, you go. You go get him. The Woods Girl, if this dragon were dead, she would get a boon from the flag, but she does not get a boon from the flag because there's a dragon there. So she does not collect her tithe from her land. I believe that we are done with week 2. So if you look at our scores, the Woods Girl is still in the lead, 6-4 to 2-2, but it is not a super commanding lead, really. 2 cards for the Black Knight. The Black Knight is winning prowess. He has 11 gold. He's really going to have to, if he wants to keep Skippy here, he's going to have to hire him tomorrow, or else he's going to lose him. So probably do that and probably then dip down to less gold. The Woods Girl, 3 card points. She is, again, I have her at 6 more prowess than we have. We didn't do the we didn't record her ogre killing. That's the issue. Blah blah blah. Woods 6. That's where she has 22. Done. Okay. That might be a thing. Maybe I do that actually. Although that's a lot of potentially in some of these is maybe mark that kind of thing with like that ogres. So I haven't been good at marking things. I'll get back to that. But anyway, so the Woods Girl, yeah. So she has a second in prowess. She is topped up on gold because of her mining. So she mined with the miner and topped up on gold. I mean, maybe she comes back. Maybe she finds something, Who does she trade with typically? The Woodfolk and the Lancers. I mean, that's all fine and good, but yeah. She might be able to hire a rogue, but that's a rough hire for her, right? And plus, it doesn't really suit her anyway. So I think she needs to just figure out her cards. That'll be the thing. She'll probably keep the purple source, strangely enough. I would love Dragon Slayer. She just needs to find another dragon. But anyway, so that's her. I think we're good there. Sorcerer has 2 points, and otherwise he has 2 cards. Otherwise, no points now. So the Sorcerer, now that he has his magic, is going to go and hit that layer, and he's going to find the damn thing. So that'll be great. And then we have to figure out what to do there. And then the WGirl, the WGirl, we need to figure out how to get out of dodge here. So I think the WGirl needs to hit up the cliff. So what are we left with? We're left with the cliff, the high pass, and the cavern. The cliff has to be the lost castle. Nope, no, it doesn't, and does not, because we still have the crag. It's the cliff, the crag. So the WGirl's going for the cliff. that's his next goal is cliff. And if he needs to go to the crag, he can go to the crag. Now he doesn't have to find the lost castle. The sorcerer does. So he also probably needs, after he does the lair, to go to the cliff to see if the castle's there. But the reason I want to, I have to find the statue. And I also have to learn a spell. Now, the problem with learn a spell is there's really only one spell on the board for our guy, and that's the shrine. Otherwise, we have to deal with the warlock. Where is the warlock? The warlock is freaking lost. So, all bad. All bad. That was a great week, by the way. Very eventful, very interesting. A lot of good stuff, a lot of prowess sort of getting hit. A couple quests popped. All good. So we're going to post this, and we will see you in a bit. All right. Bye-bye.